Hello everyone, I am Kavya Hathikal, pursuing my undergraduate degree in mechanical engineering. We all watch movies. I am also fond of watching movies related to space, time travel and three-dimensional things, like how fascinating it is to live in a planet where 1 hour is considered to be 4 years in our Earth, and how unrealistic it sounds to video conference someone from space. Wrapping this aside, let me get into the point. Where have you heard this phrase? There is no planet B. Maybe in the paperbacks they provide at as shopping malls or etc. Human beings may only appropriate a part of the nature if it is good and enough for others. In the exploration of raw materials, Earth cannot replenish. The more metallic and phosphate ores we extract from the soil, the fewer we are left with for our descendants. What else may our future generations demand from us? With no word of argument, our world has been always changing and evolving. Of course, our planet has always been changing and will be changing. But the change that is taking place right now is 100 times faster than it used to be, sputtered by human actions. These actions are occurring so rapidly that it is forcing our scientists to come up with n number of solutions and ideas to slow down climatic change. From ancient times, there has been an assumption that states in 2050 there will be 10 billion people living on our Earth facing food scarcity. But in irony, we are already 8 billion people at this moment. Human beings are sweeping transformations of Earth. Some of them accident, many of them deliberate, has put our civilization into a precarious position that demands us to think about existential questions. Where will we go from here? Maybe to space like in movies. But if we continue to burn the ancient carbon, split mine our soil, raise our forest, we'll soon be headed into the 6th great mass extinction event of our Earth's history. If we continue to ignore the consequences of man-made changes, war, famine, pandemic would result from our wrecking Earth's life support systems. Now, instead of bragging about the problems, what can we do to save our Earth? Weather patterns are changing and are threatening food production. Sea level rise along with glacier melts can also cause a catastrophic flood across the globe. Countries must take drastic actions in order to avoid a future with irreversible damage to major planetary climate and ecosystems. There are plenty of things you can do to help reduce greenhouse gas emissions and carbon footprints harmful to the environment. Taking care of the Earth isn't a necessity, it's our responsibility. Here are a few suggestions that every individual can follow, which may seem small but creates a huge impact. 1. Be car conscious and take public transit. If you can take your car off the road for 2 days or more in a week, you can actually reduce the greenhouse gas emissions by 1,590 pounds or 721 kilograms per year. Obviously, taking public transport will reduce the number of cars on road. Being car conscious also means to take care of your car. On a lighter note, you can improve your car mileage from 0.6 to 3% by just keeping your tires inflated and avoiding car fail emissions. 2. Try composting. You can actually divert all your solid household waste like vegetable peels and oils, etc. into your own compost pit. Eventually, they'll work as a good natural fertilizers too. 3. The 3 R's. Reduce, reuse and recycle. You can reduce the pollution by just putting that soda can into a recycling bin. If an office with 7,000 workers can actually reuse all of its office papers, then that's actually equal to 400 cars off the road. Number 4. Plant trees. A small plant can absorb carbon dioxide at a rate of 13 pounds or 5 kilograms per year. And that's just a itty-bitty baby plant. Once that plant reaches 10 years old, it reaches to the most productive age of its lifespan, the storage of carbon. It can actually absorb carbon at a rate of 48 pounds, that is equal to 21 kilograms per year. 4. Avoid plastic. There are almost 1 million users using plastic bags every minute, and there are almost 5 trillion plastic bags that are sold every year. You can actually avoid the plastic bags and replace them with copper bottles and other clothing things. But hardly, only 9% of these plastic materials are being recycled. The rest, they are into the oceans and seas. and the fishes and other sea habitants are consuming them, and this change continues. Now, on our part, we need to help our Earth. This is our time to show our unity. A human being expects options and choices in everything, but now we are left with no choices at all. We only have one Earth. There is no planet B. We need to safeguard our Earth, our one and only Earth, for our near future. Thank you. This is Kavya taking a leave.